NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football.
Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Okafor.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire.
And they'll get him down here at the 23.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes that's exactly what they did.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Now Edwards-Helaire. And that's going to be a Chiefs 1st down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And on his first carry, he loses the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. No matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And the Seahawks are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Wilson going to throw for it. Rolling to his left. And smartly going into the slide there. Wilson has enough for the first. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 77 yards. And the Chiefs are a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. And this is caught. So they get the 2 points, and now we're even at 8-8. So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to have a 3rd down. These two teams all tied after 1. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson.
He'll get that complete to Parkinson.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Play action. Now Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
2nd and 10.
Wilson will throw again. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Play action. It's Wilson. Rolling to his right. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now Wilson sliding out of the pocket. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They go play action now. Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Well, he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
But nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job seeing he got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Carson.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. They'll try and throw for it. Out to his left. And this will be caught. They get the 2 and they double them up now at 16-8. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you.
Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 1st down, Carson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run it with Carson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll roll him out right. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And he is out of bounds here. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
I know that from down to down, you'll hop into different offensive formations and try and fool the defense and pick up some yardage. But going into field goal formation on 2nd down and then running a fake off of it, help me here. Help me with this one. I'm supposed to know this. Help me.
I'm so baffled that I like it because it's different.
Different, all right, but not very successful.
So Wilson heads to the sideline, and on comes Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. Myers' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 54 yards.
And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try.
And here's Edwards-Helaire.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
A short kick taken at the 18. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Now it's Carson, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson.
And this will go to Carson out wide.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From midfield now, here's Wilson on the move to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Carson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, Wilson rolling to his right. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They go play action with Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle.
The false start hurts him there a bit, backs him up to 2nd and 9.
Check 26, check 26. Check the hot read. Patch it. Check alert.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. 65 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. With a heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
He'll buy some time right. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
They run for it with Carson.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now it's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Now he's forced out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter, just a 3-point game, 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Gerald Everett. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for two here. It'll be Carson. They run for it. And he will dive into the end zone, and the two-point conversion is successful. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field.
In for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Chiefs are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point. They'll look to throw. And, oh, it'll be intercepted.
Jordan Brooks with it.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And, oh, he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Butker now to kick this one away. This is DJ Reed returning. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here's Edwards-Helaire.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Mahomes.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, right at the 30.
He gives it off to Carson.
And some room to maneuver. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's got room. And now off to the races down the right side. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. But how about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Well, they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for two and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all.
It's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
They run again with Carson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 178 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On first down, Carson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They'll find Everett there, complete. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. This is Carson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Here's Carson.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Steps away. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Oh, he fakes a spike. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Throwing now is Wilson, being chased out left. And make him 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. touchdown. Here's Myers to boot it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing it for, they got it with that big return.
Catch is made by Hardman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.